Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Arcade Archives 2, Tokyo Wars, running on Nintendo Switch 2. So if I remember right, this is based on the PlayStation 1 arcade board that Namco was using for quite a while. Used for, like, you know, Tekken and Soul Blade. A couple other games. They actually were using it for quite a while.
Tokyo Wars.
Operation Puppet. Very flat plane, but as an arcade game, I imagine this would have been like a ton of fun. Arcade games don't need to be too complex. Sometimes they are. Most of the time they are not.
左方向敵機命中命中第4装甲板損傷命中命中第4装甲板損傷敵撃破第4装甲板損傷右方向敵機右方向第4装甲板第4装命中命中命中命中敵撃破命中命中第4命中第4装甲命中一体命中左方向敵機
Yeah, it's just interesting how it just ends the game.
Tokyo Wars.
See the English version. I don't think it's that much different.
Enemy tank left. Port that on the mark. On the mark. Target destroyed. Enemy tank right. On the mark. On the mark. Port that. Port that damaged. Pull out. Pull out. On the mark. On On the mark! Target destroyed! On the mark! On the mark! On the mark! On the mark! Target destroyed! Abort that! Abort that! On the pull out! On the mark! On the mark! Target destroyed! On the mark! On the mark! On the mark. On the mark. Target destroyed. On the mark. On the mark. Target destroyed. On the mark. On the mark. On the mark. Target destroyed. On the mark. On the mark. On the mark. Enemy tank left. On the mark. On the mark. Report that damage. On the mark. Pull out. On the mark. Enemy tank left. On the mark. On the mark. Target enemy tank left. On port. Enemy tank. Enemy support that damage. Enemy tank left. On port that target destroyed. Pull out. Pull out. Target destroyed. Enemy. Pull. On the mark. On the mark. Target destroyed. Report that. Pull out. On the mark. On the mark. On the mark. Report enemy tank left. Enemy tank left. Enemy tank left.
Alright, well, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Tokyo Wars. That's part of the Arcade Archives 2 series. There's also a version for Arcade Archives 1 if you don't have a Switch 2. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's a very simple game. Again, it's not a traditional tank game. You have to actually control it with 2 sticks. You just have a forward and reverse, and then you control the turret. You don't really even have to worry about reversing your direction if you're going in reverse. It's not even that deep of a game. Yeah, it's just some very, very simple fun. Would have been pretty fun in the arcade setup with multiple machines hooked up. And as far as the accuracy of the emulation, of course it's spot on. These Namco board games, I hope we see a lot more of these, especially since the technology behind them was really good. Namco produced quite a few gems off of this board. So yeah, have to check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.